Hi, my name is Dalton Moy, parishioner here at St. Jerome's Catholic Church and seminary for the Archdiocese of San Antonio. Right now, I just finished my first semester at the seminary, and I'm about to start my second semester. The experience that I've had here at St. Jerome's with its youth ministries and its community and entirely has been absolutely wonderful. I've grown up here at St. Jerome's my entire life. I was baptized here. I was born into the parish, as was my mother. This entire community has just been just my entire world ever since I can remember. I really started getting involved with the youth ministries when I received my first communion after going through CCD and everything. I was an altar server when right here in the little church, right before we had the large church that we have now. When I started altar serving, that's when I first got a really great love for the liturgy, the Mass, and just being a part of it. Being a part of the altar server ministry meant that I was able to be right there at the altar, helping Father with the sacrifice of the Mass, and just seeing everyone in the pews from the altar, and just being able to see all of them as they encounter our Lord in the most blessed sacrament. It's one of the most beautiful things that we have in our faith, and I'm just so happy that I can have a part of doing that. I was an altar server from First Communion all the way until I graduated high school. I was the altar server coordinator after I graduated, and I then went to the seminary right afterwards. Also, I had been a part of youth ministries other than altar serving for a good number of years in my later middle school years, all the way through high school, and then I was helping out afterwards. Around 8th grade, I had joined our youth ministry that we had, a very small youth ministry that we had. It was much smaller, and we only had one at that time. But the love that I've seen for everyone in the community through that ministry, and just being able to be a part of our community and being a part to serve, it's priceless. Being able to know that there is someone there for you, being able to know that there is somewhere for you to go for refuge, being able to know that there is something that you can do within the world that makes a difference, that just makes your entire life worth living. Because serving God's church is one of the most beautiful things that a person could ever do. The youth ministries that we have now are much different than when I was growing up, but I have had the great opportunities of being able to help. I was a catechist assistant for a few number of years, and then I was a lead catechist for 2 years. Just being able to watch the kids grow up with these new ministries that we have is just really great to watch. Just being a part and knowing that we are guiding the future of our church, or actually not even the future of our church, the current state of our church, because these kids very much are our church right now, and they're going to be our adults later on, and we are giving them the foundation that they need in order to raise kids, being able to teach others, being able to be there for anyone who needs them, just as Christ taught, having them be able to be a part of community life, being able to serve the Archdiocese in any respect, or if they want to, if they feel called, they might do what I'm trying out right now, become a seminarian, or maybe hopefully some of our girls will go into the religious life and be a part of that ministerial priesthood, be a part of those religious communities that serve our church in so many respects around the world. Being a part of the St. Jerome's community, being a part of a youth ministry in general, gives a young person so many opportunities to grow within their faith, within society. It gives them the opportunities in order to succeed so greatly in life. I've learned so many great skills that even if it turns out that I'm not to be called a priest, I can always have the skills that I need in order to succeed within growing in God's church, growing and showing the love, the care, and doing all the work that I need in whatever vocation that I'm called to. And that's what we're here to do for our kids. We want to be able to accompany our kids through every stage that they go through, the high times, the low times. I know just for personal, I know from personal experience that being a teenager is very rough. It's one of the most hard times that you can probably go through in life. Just a whole bunch of turmoil, anything that gets thrown at you, it just seems so much larger than it is. And then you're in a state where you're trying to figure out your own life, trying to figure out what it is that I'm supposed to do. And even nowadays, with the state that the society is in, we have a lot more pressure on our kids than we do. So these youth ministries are very important in order to give them that love, that support that they need in order to pick themselves up and to go about their lives happy and knowing God through every stage of it. Thank you to everyone who supports our youth ministries, because you are supporting kids that really need it. People who have such potential, people who are yearning for love of Christ, for yearning for love of community, for yearning for love. Our Lord guides us in so many ways, and He gives us so many great gifts, and y'all are some of our great gifts, because y'all give our community the opportunity to bring these great opportunities to our kids, and it really does make a difference in their lives. Even though you might not always see it, you are changing something inside of them that will go throughout their entire lives.